trumpet slays the drums, here he comes. Hopalong Cassidy, here he comes.
This was no time to chase the killer. A man's life was at stake. The man was badly hurt. He managed to say he was Dan Emery, son of the owner of the Diamond E Ranch. It didn't look as if Emery could last long, but Red volunteered to ride to Rock Bluff to bring a doctor to the Diamond E. I tried to question Dan about the motive for the ambush, but all I got from him was a mumbled phrase, Croft. Croft did it.
Emery, you better come out here.
What's happened to my boy?
Let's get him into the house. The doctor's on his way. I'll take him for you.
Here comes the doc.
Where's Dan?
He's in there.
Hoppy in there?
Yeah, with Mr. Emery. Who was that you just asked about?
Hoppy. Hopalong Cassidy.
Kind of out of his territory, isn't he?
Well, I wouldn't say that. Anywhere you find Hoppy, that's his territory.
Doc. When you get his body into town, will you get that bullet out for me?
That's a little unusual.
Yeah, but it might be important.
If it'll help, sure.
Thanks.
Don't you worry about Croft, Mr. Emery. Me and the boys will take care of him.
John, you better come into town after a while and make the arrangements, huh?
All right, Doctor.
gentlemen have been a lot of help, and I appreciate it.
Thank you, sir. Where could I get a little feed for my horse?
Oh, right out in the barn and help yourself.
I mentioned that Dan had spoken the name of Croft. According to Emery, Neil Croft owned the Lazy Sea. It's a big outfit over the hill from the Diamond E. There had been a long-standing feud between the two concerning water rights and grazing land. From time to time, guns had blazed.
Recently, I'd begun to think the trouble was over. Ever since Croft came back from Chicago with that new wife. It just shows how wrong a man can be. But he'll pay for this, and it won't be to his liking.
Well, it's just possible he didn't do it.
Oh, of course he did it. Who else would harm Dan?
I can understand how you feel about Croft, Mr. Emery. But may I suggest that you think this over before you make any move?
That's good advice under the right circumstances, Hoppy, but things have gone too far for that now.
Hey, Hoppy, could I see you for a minute?
Sure.
Excuse me.
Red had heard Emery's men talk about squaring accounts with Croft. I saw them heading over the hill toward the Lazy Sea. They were steamed up over the killing of Dan. But I didn't aim to see one injustice done to right another one, not without proof of Croft's guilt.
You leave everything where you drop it and expect me to pick it up. I didn't marry you to be a drudge.
Oh, stop jawing, Nancy. All I've heard from you in weeks is yap, yap, yap. If you didn't want to sew and cook and keep house, why'd you marry me?
I've been trying to figure that out myself. I'm giving just as good as I get. If you think you're any bargain...
Oh, shut up. While we're on the subject of bargains, maybe I didn't get one either. I don't think I didn't notice what went on at the dance the other night. You and that Schofield didn't put anything over on me.
You're crazy. All we did was dance.
I'm warning you, if you don't keep away from me, I'll kill the both of you.
Oh, you talk like a maniac.
Where are you going now?
Out to get some fresh air. It looks like the boys from the Diamond E. I wonder what they want.
More than likely our own men coming back from the North Range.
Have it your way.
Hey, Croft! Come on out here.
It is Emery's men. They've got a lot of nerve coming here. Get off my property, Schofield.
I reckon you know what we're here for.
I don't know and I don't care. Now clear out.
We don't cotton to dry gulching.
I don't know what you're talking about, but if you feel lucky, start something.
Come on, boys. We're wasting time. Let's get him.
I'll kill the first man that steps in this yard.
No, Neil, no bloodshed, please!
Get out of my way! Get out! Come in!
Hurry, get the boys.
rope around that hay lift. Look at a horse.
The shot we heard warned us of trouble at the Lazy Sea. I wondered if Croft were already dead, or if maybe the ornery rancher could gleefully carve another notch in the stock of his rifle. Only seconds separated Croft from hanging. Guilty or innocent, the man was entitled to a fair and impartial trial. Red looked to me for instructions. I hoped my strategy would work. If it didn't, Croft soon would be awfully dead. Get your hands up. All right, Red, keep them covered. If they try anything, let them have it.
It's going to be more fun shooting coyotes.
The law says that a man is to be tried by a jury of his peers, and I don't think you men meet the requirements. So pick up your hardware and get back to your own ranch. And keep off of this one.
You got away with a lot of things, Cassidy. This time you've tangled with the wrong man. I'll see you later.
Yeah. .40 Express, huh? This the only rifle on the place?
That's the only one. It's ridiculous, Cassidy. Emery blaming me for killing Dan.
Well, from what we hear, he has every reason to suspect you.
Like I always say, if you stick your face over a campfire, you'll get smoke in your eyes.
Not that I've been weeping for Dan or for Emery either, for that matter. But I haven't had any truck with him since me and Nancy got back from Chicago.
Can you prove that?
Well, sure, Nancy can tell you as soon as she gets back.
Here, wait here. Neil, you're safe.
Certainly took you long enough to bring the boys.
I forgot they were up on the North Range, and I rode too far up the canyon and had to turn around.
Mrs. Croft, your husband says he didn't leave the ranch this morning. Is that true?
This morning? Let me think. Oh, you rode into town right after breakfast. Remember, Neil?
That was yesterday morning.
Oh, so it was. I'm sorry.
You'd be a lot sorrier, ma'am, if your husband was convicted of killing young Emery.
Under the circumstances, I'll have to take you into Rock Bluff and turn you over to the sheriff. It's for your own protection.
I can take care of myself.
I think we'd better do it my way. Let's go.
Look after things till I get back. And keep away from that Schofield.
I couldn't convince myself that Croft was the killer. But I asked myself, if not Croft, who and why? It was only a hunch that caused me to leave Red behind to keep an eye on the lazy sea.
I was hoping you'd get here.
Oh, Hank. Neil's certain to kill us if he catches us together.
No, calm down. Take it easy.
Oh, Hank, why can't we just go away and forget the whole thing? Neil, the ranch, and this whole mess.
Because I want that ranch, honey, and I'm gonna get it. That horse belongs to Cassidy's sidekick. But where's he? There he is. All right, I'll keep him busy while you get out of here. If anything happens, leave a note in that can over the fireplace. I'll get going.
Doc, this slug from Croft's gun is a 44-40. And this one you removed from young Ember's body is much lighter and smaller.
Yeah, quite a bit lighter.
I'd say this is about a 30-30. Probably fired from a Winchester.
Well, it would seem then, unless he has another rifle hidden away, that Croft didn't commit the murder after all.
Well, I'm so sure he didn't, I'm going to ask the sheriff to release him.
Huh?
Say, by the way, what about Croft's wife? Do they get along all right together?
Yeah, nobody seems to know for sure. You see, she's a lot younger than Neil.
Yeah.
Quite pretty, too. He's kept her at the ranch quite a bit to himself, so nobody's got a chance to get too well acquainted with her. You don't think she had anything to do with Dan's killing?
Oh, she deliberately tried to throw suspicion on her husband.
Hoppy, we better get out to Emery's place right away.
Oh, slow down. Start at the beginning.
Well, that's where I am beginning. You and Croft hadn't been gone but a few minutes when the old lady rode away into the hills full tilt.
What old lady?
Well, Croft's, of course.
What about her?
Well, I followed her to a line cabin, and she met one of the hands from the Diamond E. The ringleader of that bunch that tried to string Croft up, I think, but I'm not sure.
What do you mean you're not sure?
Well, I can't say exactly. About that time, I ran into an awful lot of lead.
Who was doing the shooting?
The man in the line cabin. The next thing I knew, he lit out for Emery's place.
Cabin shooting? We better get out there. Thanks, Doc.
Oh, Schofield. I'm riding into town to make arrangements for Dan.
I want you to know I'm sorry about this, Mr. Emery.
I'm gonna need a new foreman. Do you think you can handle the job?
Yeah, I'm sure I can. Anyway, I'll do my best.
I know you will.
I've got some things to tend to. Excuse me.
Go ahead.
Hi, Mr. Emery.
Hello, Mr. Cassidy.
I hate to bother you again at a time like this.
No bother at all.
I need some information. Does anyone here on the ranch own a 30-30 Winchester?
30-30 Winchester? Seems to me Schofield owns a 30-30 Winchester. Schofield? 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 He must be over in the bunkhouse. Hoppy! Hoppy!
What is it?
He's gone again. Looks like he's headed for that line cabin.
You wait here.
But Hoppy, I... Come on, get out. Get out.
My desire was not to overtake Schofield, but to trail him to his destination. He had no way of knowing that the sheriff had released Croft.
Hank, Neil's home.
When Schofield entered the line cabin, I felt sure Red had hit the nail on the head. Schofield and Nancy Croft were having another rendezvous. I felt it could breed unhappiness, maybe even murder.
I was just writing you a note.
Does Neil know where you are?
No, I don't think so. Hank, I'm scared.
Well, snap out of it, will you? You gotta get rid of him while you're still his wife, or we'll never get that ranch.
But it's not worth it, Hank. You've already murdered young Emery. Isn't that enough?
Shut up, will you? I gotta think things out. Hey, you, Cassidy!
That's Neil.
Settle everything right now.
I told you what I'd do if I caught you two together.
Oh, no, Neil, no. It isn't what you think.
I think it is, Nancy. You're no good. You never have been.
No!
Shooting her to put you in the penitentiary too, Croft. I'm sure with the evidence I have that both she and Schofield will pay the penalty for killing young Emery.
You're right, Mr. Cassidy. Thanks.
Go get her and bring her into town. All right, come on your feet.
I'm deeply indebted to both of you. Whenever you happen this way again, drop in.
Yeah, we sure will.
I hope the next time it's under happier circumstances. In the meantime, so long and good luck to you.
Thanks, Hoppy. You too, Red.
the moonlit trail to where cowboys race. Hopalong Cassidy, Hopalong Cassidy, he'll return soon again. There's no use to say goodbye until then. Here he comes, there's the trumpets, there's the drums, here he comes. Hopalong Cassidy, here he
First, it had been the Bonanza Mine over near Mesa City. They had held that up in broad daylight and got away with more than $20,000 worth of gold. 3 nights later, they held up the owner of the Silver Dollar Gambling Hall in Verde and got away with over $10,000. And 4 nights ago, they had hit the bank at Big Rock City for their biggest haul. And it killed the night watchman as well. All this had happened within 10 days, within 50 miles of the town of Twin Rivers. So because there had been Army money stolen from the bank at Big Rock, the government had asked me and my saddle pal, Red Connors, to step in. Well, from what you've told me, the men who held up the bank and the mine must be the same outfit.
We're positive of it, Cassidy. And we've checked with the man who ran the gambling hall at Verde. His description of the men tallies with ours.
And you say in all 3 cases there was a posse out after the robbers within 10 minutes of the holdup?
Yes.
They must have left some kind of a trail.
They did, a clear one. But each time the posse's lost it.
What kind of posse do you call them? You give me and Hoppy any kind of a trail and we'll follow it.
I doubt if you could do any better, Red. In each case, the trail of the 3 horses led a few miles out of town. Then the very same thing would happen. The unsaddled horses would be found with the footprints of the men who had ridden them vanishing into thin air.
But what about the brands on the horses?
Again, the same thing would happen. They were always horses that had been stolen from some nearby ranch. I'm afraid you got your work on this job cut out for you, Cassidy.
Yeah, I'm afraid I have. With 50 square miles of territory to cover with a fine-tooth comb and not too good a description of the men to work on.
Well, I'm sorry we couldn't have been more help to you.
Well, thanks for coming over. Thank you, Mr. Murphy.
Cassidy?
We'll keep in touch with you.
Well, looks like we're in for a little excitement again, Hoppy.
That should please you.
Sure does. You know, things have been altogether too peaceable around here for me. Where do we go from here?
First we better start checking up on any strangers in the territory. And now's a good time to begin.
Sooner the better. Soon enough.
What's wrong?
I'm in for a lecture on my fighting sinful ways.
What do you mean?
That peddling Deacon Denby's coming back into town.
It might do you good. Come on, let's
Hoppy.
go.
Hey, that's a stage driver with him.
They're hurt. Something's happened. What happened, Morgan?
Our friend fell among evil people, Brother Cassidy.
We can see that for ourselves. What happened?
3 men held up the stage at 10 Mile Ford. They killed Dennison, who was riding shotgun with me. Then they took the express company strongbox. But I winged one of them before he creased me.
Then what?
Well, then I passed out. And when I came to, they had cut my horses loose. So I started walking on down the road toward town. And I was just about to pass out again when the deacon came along and picked me up.
Boys, get him over to the doctor right away, will you?
Thanks, Deacon, for what you done for me.
No need for thanks, son. I merely did what the Good Samaritan did many years ago.
You go along now.
Thank you.
Deacon, you live out around 10 Mile Ford. You didn't happen to see three men riding together, all about 35, 40 years old?
No, I'm afraid I can't be any help to you there, Marshal. I come to town to see if some goods that I needed had arrived. So I took the shortcut from my place to here. I saw no one until I picked up the stagecoach driver just outside of town.
I see. All right, thanks. We better get out there before that trail gets cold.
You know, Hoppy, I sort of like that song-singing old coot, even though he does lecture me every time he sees me.
Oh, he just does it for your own good.
So you don't think I do wrong, do you? I mean really wrong.
Of course not. You just do it the hard way.
Oh, there you go again.
Oh, cheer up, Red. We may get into trouble yet.
Today, maybe?
Today, maybe. Red and I had picked up the trail of three horses back at the stagecoach and had followed them as they circled the hill to come back near the road a mile from the holdup. So far, so good. But here, where we found the saddleless horses, this robbery began to take on the same pattern as the others. There were the clear imprints of boots of three men, and just as suddenly, the footprints had disappeared into thin air. But this time they had left a clue, a blood-stained handkerchief still damp. And another clue, the tracks of a wagon that had stood where the footprints ended. Now I had a clear idea of just how the bandits had gone about the business of throwing pursuers off their trail. Just before their robberies, they had hidden a wagon in some nearby place. After the robberies, they had ridden stolen horses to the wagon and had driven off, leaving no trace. But this time somebody had slipped up. The right rear wheel had been repaired with a rim plate, and the track of it left a definite trail that was as easy to follow as a signboard. We followed the wheel track across 10 Mile Ford, and it kept leading toward town. Then at the crossroads, we lost it. A train of freight wagons had turned in from a side road, and their wide wheel rims had completely erased the track we were following. Now all I had to do was look for a wagon with a repaired rear wheel, and there were probably dozens like that right in our own neighborhood. Then all of a sudden, a thought struck me. The stage holdup could have a second purpose, to lure the law away from town. After all, the bank in Twin Rivers was one of the richest in the district, and the tracks had been headed that way.
Brother Cassidy? Brother Connors?
We just stopped by to see if everything was all right.
Did you think it wouldn't be?
You're darn right. The trail of them hold-up men's wagon was headed right
and
toward
we
town.
lost the trail. We just wondered if you'd had any unexpected visitors.
The only unexpected visitor we've had today is my friend Denby over there, and of course you men know him.
Yeah?
Sure, he's a friend of ours, too.
He's one of my best depositors. Keeps a large account here. Almost $100, ain't it, Denby?
Yes, sir, Brother Boyle. $96.40 worth of the root of all evil. When the sum reaches $100, I trust you'll send it to the missionaries' fund as usual.
Yeah, I was just having my little joke, Denby. I know what little you do earn goes for a good cause.
Well, thank you, brother. I only do what all men should do for each other. And now I must go. I'm leaving early in the morning on another trip, and there's several chores that I must attend to. Oh, Marshal, I'm sorry you weren't successful in your search for the bandits. I should have enjoyed the opportunity to wrestle with Satan for their souls.
I'd just like to wrestle with them.
Oh, Brother Connors, you were born to be a man of violence. Will you never learn that the meek shall inherit the earth?
Well, I know all about that. Them who live by the guns die by the gun thing.
You mean those who live by the sword, don't you, Red?
Well, swords or guns, it's all the same.
Ever try shooting a sword?
Well, the only meek ones I ever knew ended up by inheriting only a small plot over a 6x4.
And someday, brother, I hope to make you see the light.
Won't do a bit of good, Deacon. I've been trying for years.
Perhaps if you listen to my talk this evening.
Are you going into another one of them long-winded sermons?
Yes, it's my last chance to exhort the sinners of Twin Rivers on this trip.
Thanks for warning me.
I still hope to see you this evening. Good day to you, gentlemen.
Good day.
Good day to you, sir.
Well, I'd keep my eyes open anyhow.
I'm not worried about the stagecoach bandits. They're probably long gone from this district by now. They're smart. Too smart to put another job so close to the last one.
That's what bothers me. They're just smart enough to figure that a lot of people have the same idea.
Cassidy, I'm considered an intelligent man, and I'm willing to bet on my reasoning that I will not have a visit from those same men.
Well, I hope you're right, but I wouldn't bet it your way. Come on, Red. Hey, Red, come here. You see what I see?
I don't see nothing.
Oh, come here. Take a look at that. Remember seeing it before?
But that's the same track. Right smack dab in the middle of the street.
Well, my hunch was right. Well, anything's liable to happen now. Let's get back to the office and sweat it out. Where you going?
I'll be back in just a minute. I'm going to make a little bet with Mr. Boyle.
And all my brethren, listen to me. Listen to me and hear me say again and again, repent. Repent and make your future bright with happiness. You wastrels, you idlers, you deniers of all that's good, cast out your sinful ways and come into the light. I haven't finished yet, Brother Connors. Purify your souls, and you will know peace everlasting. Now, I've traveled this beautiful country of ours from one end to the other, preaching the word.
Sure is a long-winded old coot. Took him a half hour to get warmed up.
Yeah.
Now, you've been very patient. But if you'll just do as I've told you tonight, then you'll reap the reward in this life as well as in the next. Well, thank you, brother. I'm not an ordained minister, nor do I have any particular faith or creed. I just have an unbounded love and feeling of fellowship for all of mankind. And if my words here tonight have brought better understanding that, why, thank you, brother, thank you. To any one of you, then I'll depart a happy man. And now, my friends, I must say farewell. Farewell, and peace be with you until next I visit our fair village. And remember the word for tonight. Repent. Repent and make your future a bright and happy one. Amen.
I thought he never would get to that amen.
Neither did I.
You know, Hoppy, listening to the deacon made me think that maybe he's got the right idea about me after all.
How's that?
Well, I mean about always looking for trouble and, like you say, doing things the hard way.
I wouldn't try reforming all of a sudden. The shock might be too great. No, I think you and I'd better walk across the bank. I got a feeling something is about to happen.
You have?
Uh-huh.
Good.
To tell me what happened. They came down the alley and broke in the back door.
Two of them. They shoved a gun in my face and made me open the safe. I finally managed to roll to the front door.
How long ago was this?
Oh, almost an hour ago.
Did they get much?
Well, they cleaned out the safe. Thousands of dollars worth. I won't know exactly how much that I've gone over the books, And right under your nose, too.
What about that new burglar alarm? The one that's supposed to run on batteries.
They cut the wires.
Well, they must have known plenty about the bank in advance. Your burglar alarm and your habit of working on your books on Friday night.
Well, what are you wandering around for? Why don't you find out who did it?
I know who did it. The same men that held up the stagecoach this morning.
Well, don't stand there. Go on out and get them.
Looking for them in the dark would be like looking for a needle in a haystack. We'll go at them the first thing in the morning.
A fine officer of the law you are. First you go to sleep on the job and let him clean me out, then you give him half the night to make a getaway. If I was you, I'd turn in my badge.
Now, you listen to me, you fat-headed little numbskull. Hoppy told you what was what this afternoon. If you'd listened to him, we'd have been staked out in the back. But, oh, no, you were too smart. They wouldn't think of coming here. Why, you...
That's enough, Red.
Now, that's all right, Hoppy. I guess Red's right. I do owe you an apology.
You save your apologies until I bring in the bandits. We better get a couple of hours' sleep. We'll have to start out early. Now, you relax a little. We'll catch up with them.
All right, Hoppy.
We had picked up the trail in the alley back of the bank and had followed it for a couple of miles across country. The trail was leading us to a little used road that led to the old Benson homestead a few miles out of town. It was exactly the same pattern as before. Here on the road were the same wagon tracks and the same footprints of 3 dismounted men vanishing into thin air. The wagon tracks were leading to the Benson house, less than a quarter of a mile away. And now I began to see who was behind the whole setup. Just ahead, I knew I'd find the 3 bandits and the man who had driven the wagon, the mastermind. And the 4th man was...
Put up your hands, Cassidy. My gun's in the middle of Red's back, so don't touch yours.
Don't move, Hoppy. They got you covered from every side.
Yell. Keep Cassidy covered so Steve can get his guns. I've outsmarted you again, Cassidy. When your stupid friend here said you followed the tracks of my wagon, I decided not to underestimate your intelligence. I knew you'd be on the trail as soon as it was daylight, so I backtracked to here. We'll take him to the house.
Denby was smart, all right. He had made a down payment on this place when he had first come into the Twin Rivers district 6 months ago. This was his headquarters, where he could hide the loot from the robberies each time he returned from his trips. And nobody would ever suspect him of being the brains back of the bandits.
Hold it. Get the wagon, back it up the door. Get in. Red, sit down there, back to back. Tie him up. No, don't use that rope. Here, use this buckskin thong.
These'll look real good on you, Deacon.
Why, these are beautiful, Cassidy. Yeah, I think I'll keep them always to remember you by.
There, that ought to hold him, Deacon.
All right. Get that stuff out of the hiding place under the floor of the parlor. Put it in the wagon. Gil, give him a hand. I'll take care of these two until you get the wagon loaded. Well, Cassidy, I guess you've pretty well figured out by now how I operated. How I carried my men from place to place, hidden in the back of my wagon.
I've got a pretty good idea.
Yeah, with your intelligence, you would. I admire you, Cassidy. Too bad you had to get yourself in a position where it became a question of you or me.
Could happen to anybody.
There's a fortune in those boxes. The result of months of careful planning. I trained my men below the border, kept them hidden there until I was ready to act.
With your brains, you could have been a rich man and gone about it the honest way.
Perhaps. Too late to think about that now. Well, Red, I suppose you're wondering what I'm going to do with you and Cassidy.
I'll bet you're not figuring on helping us live to a ripe old age.
You're quite right. You know where the Black Canyon quicksands are, Red?
So that's it.
Yeah. Shortly, I'll load you and Red in the back of the wagon along with my men. Then I'll drive to the quicksands. Then the men and I will drive on without you and Red. Do I make myself clear?
It'd be a lot easier if you just done away with us here.
Easier, perhaps, but not wiser. Hopalong Cassidy and Red Connors must disappear completely, without a trace. Then when your horses are found, it's possible that someone at Twin Rivers will conceive the idea that you two were in on the robbery.
No matter what happens to Hoppy and me, the law will catch up with you one of these days.
I don't think it will.
The law always takes care of your kind.
Not in my case, it won't. Because I've planned the future as carefully as I planned the past. That robbery at Twin Rivers was the final one. And as soon as I dispose of you two, I'll drive on across the border. There, I'll pay off my men and disperse them, and I'll live in luxury for the rest of my life. Gil?
That's the last of the boxes, Deacon.
I'll be with you as soon as I get my personal belongings. I'm sure no one will recognize me as the man who was once known as the peddling deacon.
Suppose there's any water in that boiler back there. I ain't thirsty. Oh, but the rawhide. Rawhide stretches when it's wet. Oh.
Hold it. You'll break your back lifting that box. I'll give you a hand.
All right, let's go. Watch your shoulder. Yeah, that's it. Quiet. Come on. Not so tight. There. You ever get a whiff of ammonia? Come on. Don't make a move till I tell you.
Help, Deacon! They're blinding us!
All right, get over there. What's going on here?
How you doing, man? Wonderful, Hoppy. Just wonderful. All right, you polecats. On your feet and back in that wagon. We're going to jail.
Wait a minute. That's cleared out enough now. Get in there. Keep an eye on him, Red. Red, you've always wanted to be a mule skinner. Get up there and get at it.
You all set, Brother Cassidy?
All set, Brother Connors.
There'll be a weeping and a wailing and a gnashing of teeth, especially that weeping and wailing. Come on, mules, I got a bet to collect in town.
Down the moonlit trail to where cowboys stray. Hopalong Cassidy, Hopalong Cassidy, he'll return soon again. There's no use to say goodbye until then. Hopalong, here he comes, here he comes. There's the trumpets, there's the drums, here he comes. Hopalong Cassidy, here he comes.
It had all begun a week ago in the Twin Rivers Bar and Gambling Hall. Dick Lewis, owner of the place, was sitting in a high-stakes game. Luck, as usual, was running with Lewis. When one of the other players discovered that there was a marked deck in the game, in our part of the West, that always called for quick and decisive action. And a moment later, Lewis lay dead, a bullet in his heart from the gun of Sam Coates. Before the day was over, the coroner's jury brought in the expected verdict, justifiable homicide. That was the story Red and I heard when we returned from El Paso, where I'd been taking care of some business with the Cattlemen's Association. Ordinarily, the verdict of the coroner's jury would have ended the story if it hadn't been for Tom Lewis, the son of the dead man. Hi, Tommy.
Hello, Hoppy. Hello, Red.
Hi.
Hoppy, I've been waiting for you to get back. Can I talk to you in private?
You sure can. Come on into the office. Excuse us, Judge.
Oh, why don't you get it off your chest, Tommy? Here, use this if you have to.
Thanks, Red, but I've done all the bawling I'm going to. Hoppy, what am I gonna do? I can't let people go on thinking my dad was killed on account of a marked deck.
Was the deck marked, Tommy?
Yes, it was. But somebody else must have bought it into the game. Dad told me he never had a marked deck or a pair of crooked dice in the place. He said the house could win honestly. Percentage would take care of that.
The boy was telling me the truth. This was more than just a shooting over a card game. It was a frame-up for a cold-blooded murder.
Please, Hoppy, will you help me prove my dad didn't bring that marked deck into play?
I'll do my best, Tommy. But first, we got to figure out what we're going to do with you.
Oh, I'll be all right.
Why don't you listen to Hoppy?
Why don't you lay off me? Always telling me what to do.
All I ever says to him is, why don't you go to school? Why don't you clean yourself up? Why don't you quit hanging around your dad's gambling place?
See what I mean, Hoppy? He wants me to death.
Red only does that because he likes you, Tommy.
I kind of like him, too. But he gets on my nerves sometimes.
I got news for you. I've known Red a lot longer than you have. You should know what he does to my nerves sometimes. But I don't know what I'd do without him. Now to get back to you. Your mother lives in Denver, doesn't she? Has she been notified?
Yeah, she and my stepfather are on their way here now. I'll be a ward of the court until they get here.
Well, that takes care of that. Now, Tommy, you knew your dad better than anybody else. Did he ever tell you that he had enemies? Someone that might want to get even with him about something?
Only maybe a couple of sore losers. Or Jack Gardner.
Jack Gardner? You mean your father's cashier?
Yeah, he was always yelping about not getting a big enough share of the profits.
He was, huh? Well, we have to start someplace. I'll go over and have a little talk with Mr. Gardner. Wait a minute. You stay here with Tommy.
Oh, Hoppy.
Hello, Cassidy.
Hi, Gardner.
What's on your mind?
Oh, curiosity mostly. I just found out you were in charge here.
Court appointed me until Tommy's legal guardians get here.
No, thanks. Did Lewis leave much of an estate?
Oh, you should have it. Over 50,000 cash in the bank alone.
The kid gets it all, I suppose.
That's what the will says.
Just between you and me, how long had Lewis been using a marked deck?
I don't know, Cassidy, but he's had those in his desk for the last 6 months.
Are these the same kind of cards that were in the game when he was shot?
Yeah, take a look at the markings. They're perfect. Not one chance in a million of anyone finding out about it.
Coach found out about it.
Well, that's that chance in a million.
This place was making a lot of money. Why do you suppose he took a chance on using a marked deck?
He wanted to sell out. I guess he figured on getting everything he could out of it before he sold.
That's a lie. Dad never meant to sell out.
Don't call me a liar, you little brat, or I'll slap you silly.
Don't you touch that kid or I'll break your neck.
That's enough, Red. You too, Gardner. Tommy, there's certain things you have to learn to face, and this is one of them. Your father was killed because he cheated with a marked deck.
Sorry I was hasty. Guess it must be pretty tough on the kid having to admit his father was a cheat.
Ah, you'll get over it in time.
I guess so. Well, anything else I can tell you?
No, you heard what I told the kid. That's my final word on the subject. As far as I'm concerned, the book is closed. See you later. Tommy, I'm sorry I had to talk the way I did.
You let me down, Hoppy. Quit me cold.
I haven't quit you, son. I'm still on your side.
But I heard what you said about Dad cheating and everything.
Maybe we'd better go inside and talk this over, huh? Come on. Tommy, would you come here a minute, please? I know what I said to you in front of Gardner over there sounded pretty bad. But I want you to know that you and I are in this deal right down to the finish. No matter what you hear me say or see me do, you'll have to trust me. And no questions.
It's a deal, Hoppy. But I still don't see why you talked like you did.
I had to do that. I had to make Gardner think I believed him. Don't you understand?
I should have known what was on your mind, Hoppy. I'm going over there and bring him in.
Hey. You gonna arrest him, huh?
Of course I'm gonna arrest him.
And what are you gonna do for proof that he's involved?
Well, you believe he's guilty, don't you?
Of course I believe he's guilty. He lied about enough things. Before we make any move against him, I want to find out if there's any tie-up between him and the man who killed Tommy's dad.
You mean you're gonna look up this man, Coates?
Exactly. I want to find out all about him.
You won't have to look far for him, Hoppy.
What do you mean?
There's Coates now. The one leading the horse.
Somebody else must have gotten a card game with him.
Yeah. Let's see what this is all about.
This man is hurt. Where is there a doctor?
Right across the street here.
The doc is out of town, Hoppy.
He is? Bring him over to my office. Help him get him off of there, will you, Red? What happened to this man?
His buckboard ran away. I was riding along the road when I first saw the runaway. I tried to stop the horses, but they got away from me and ran off the road and over the cliff. The woman with him was dead when I got down to them.
Where did this happen?
On the Cliff Road, a couple of miles out of town.
You'll be coming out of it in a minute. You any idea who he is?
Never saw him before in my life. I've only been around here a couple of weeks.
Your name's Coates, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
My name's Cassidy.
Yes, I know. You're the law around here.
I represent what law there is in Twin Rivers.
You figuring on starting something over that shooting last week?
Well, not at all. I'm satisfied with the coroner's verdict. I might have done the same thing you did if somebody rang in a marked deck on me.
If I can help any more with him, I'll be glad to.
Oh, no, that's all right. We can handle him. Thanks.
Right.
Where am I? Who are you? What happened?
You better take it easy, mister. You had a bad fall.
Oh, yes. Yes, I remember now. My wife. Where's my wife? Is she all right?
I'm sorry to have to tell you this, mister, but your wife is dead.
Dead? No. No. And she dead so happy. Looking forward to having her son Tommy with her again. After all these years.
Well, you must be Tommy Lewis's stepfather.
Yes. I'm Brad Mason.
So you're the skunk that ran away with Tommy's mother when he was only 5 years old. What are you doing for a living now? Rustling sheep?
That's enough, Fred. Tommy, come here a minute, please. This is Tommy Lewis, Mr. Mason.
Hello, son. I want to be friends with you. I'm going to try to make up for everything you've lost.
I don't want any part of you.
But, Tommy, now that your mother is gone, I'll be your legal guardian. I know of a wonderful school in Denver. You'll be happy there.
I still don't want anything except to see my dad cleared. Hoppy, you won't let him take me with him, will you?
It might be best for you. Remember our agreement. This boy's been through quite a lot in the last week. Suppose you leave him here with me. Maybe I can help straighten him out.
Thanks. It's a good idea. I'll take a room in the hotel until I can get things settled. You know, the estate and everything.
Yes, I know.
Oh, is there someone here who can take care of my wife's body?
I'll see that it's done.
Thanks. I'll talk with you later.
Right. For a man who'd been over a cliff in a runaway, he'd got away with mighty little damage to himself. And suddenly, 2 and 2 began to make 4. First, the boy's father had been killed, and then his mother. I was sure it was more than just coincidence. I'm going out where that accident happened. You stay here with Tommy. Down at the bottom of this ravine lay the wrecked buckboard and what was left of Tommy's mother. She had paid for the mistake she had made. And I had learned one thing on the climb back up to the road. The man didn't live who could carry an unconscious man up that steep wall. In the dust of the road, footprints showed that 2 men had walked to the edge of the ravine and then walked back to a horse. And there were footprints of a woman's shoes, a woman who had struggled for her life. I was sure now that this so-called accident had been just a cover-up for another cold-blooded murder. And I was just as sure that Coates was tied in with Tommy's stepfather. Now, if I could find evidence that would tie them in with Gardner, the law would be able to put ropes around the necks of all three. The place to look for the evidence I wanted lay in town. I made sure that Coates was out of the way, for purely on a hunch, I wanted to have a look at his room in the hotel. In the saddlebags, I found the tie-in between Coates and Gardner. The cards I had found were identical with the decks used in Dick Lewis's gambling hall. And here was marking ink and the pen. Now I could see how Gardner was able to get the marked cards into the game when Lewis was shot. But the evidence that tied the three killers together was a letter postmarked Denver to Coates. And the part that would hang all three of them read, "Glad to hear that you have contacted Gardner and that he will play ball with you. As soon as my wife is notified of Lewis's death, we will leave for Twin Rivers. The rest is up to you." And it was signed, Brad Mason.
Get your hands up, Cassidy. Get back in that room. Hold it. Get your hands high, Cassidy. Lucky for me that Mason saw you going into my room and warned me. But I should have figured you had ideas right from the start. I knew you were a lot smarter than the rest of the dumb clucks around here.
Thanks for that compliment.
Find anything interesting?
Enough to hang all three of you.
You mean if you had lived long enough, but you won't. You see, I surprised a prowler in my room, and I killed him before I found out he was Hopalong Cassidy.
You won't always get the break.
Yes, we will. Plenty more. Before this day is over, Mason and I will be on our way back to Denver with a bank draft for $50,000, and Gardner will own the gambling hall. A fair deal all around, wouldn't you say?
And what happens to Tommy Lewis?
That's not my affair. It's up to Mason to take care of his stepson.
I can imagine what that'd be.
Oh, well, nobody lives forever, and that includes you, Cassidy.
shot, Cassidy. What happened?
I just saved the county the expense of hanging Coates. Take him in off the street, will you, please? Thanks, Red. Well, that's 2 down and 1 to go. Where's Tommy?
Well, that's why I came looking for you. To tell you they came and took him away about 10 minutes ago.
Who took him away?
Judge Graham and his stepfather.
Where'd they take him?
Last I saw of him, they were headed for the judge's office. I came looking for you, and when I went back, there was no sign of the kid or Mason. Well, I guess I'm just no good to you, Hoppy.
Oh, that's all right, Red. I guess you couldn't help it. Come on, I want to talk to that judge.
What's the shooting, Hoppy?
Never mind the shooting. Where's Tommy Lewis and Mason?
Well, I'll tell you, Hoppy. Mason and I discussed the situation. He thought it was in the boy's best interest to be taken away from the scene of his unhappiness as soon as possible. So I concurred in his opinion. Turned over a bank draft to him.
Never mind the campaign speech, Judge. Where's the boy?
He was on his way to the junction. He got the train for Denver. I loaned Mason my rig. Something wrong?
Not much. You probably just signed that boy's death warrant. Come on, Red. Mason must have caught sight of us just about the same time we caught sight of him. We didn't dare shoot back at Mason. We couldn't risk hitting Tommy on that swaying buckboard ahead. Mason's sixth shot. His gun was empty. Now we could chance it.
Pull up!
Keep him covered, Red.
Gee, Hoppy, I'm glad you're here. I was scared.
Don't worry now. Everything is all right. Would you like to ride Red's horse back to town?
Sure. Thanks, Hoppy.
Red, you drive the buckboard.
Get over there. Ooh.
Right. Let's go.
Red, Hoppy's back from the county seat.
Are you, Hoppy?
Hi, Derwin. How's the family?
Fine.
Hi, everybody.
Hi, Hoppy.
Well, for goodness sake, you look wonderful.
Thanks, Hoppy.
Hi, Red.
Are you, Hoppy?
Well, Judge, they took care of Mason.
Yes, what happened?
The jury found him guilty of murder in the first degree. He'll spend the rest of his life in prison.
With the evidence you had, he'd have hung if I'd been the prosecutor.
Personally, I think there's been too much hanging. I'm satisfied that they put him away for life. Got my papers ready?
Yep, here you are. This paper makes you the legal guardian of Tommy Lewis until he reaches the age of 21 years. Is that all right with you, Tommy?
Sure. That makes me just about the luckiest kid in the world.
Well, Red and I'll get you over to the junction so you can get the train for Austin. By this time next week, you'll be enrolled in one of the finest schools in Texas. Thanks, Judge. See you later. Here we go.
Goodbye, boys.
Bye.
Bye, Judge.
Goodbye, Tommy.
Gee, Hoppy, I know you're doing what's best for me, but I hate to leave you and Red.
I don't know what's the matter with you, Tommy. Here you got a chance to get an education and be a big doctor or a lawyer or something.
I don't want to be a big doctor or lawyer or something. I'd rather stay here and be just like you.
Oh, not that, Tommy, not that. Come on, I better get you on that train. Up you go. There you are. There we go.
There he goes on his way down the moonlit trail to where cowboys raid. Hopalong Cassidy, Hopalong Cassidy, he'll return soon again. There's no use to say goodbye until then. Here he comes, here he comes. There's the trumpets, there's the drums, here he comes. Hopalong Cassidy, here he comes.
An odd series of circumstances happened recently. They began one morning when Red Connard, my partner, and I rode out to locate some stray cattle. Sometime during the night, they had wandered away from our ranch, the Bar 20. We spotted them in a draw, and being in a hurry, we split up. Red was still out like a light when I got him home to the Bar 20. Sent one of the men to Twin Rivers to bring the doctor. I realized that even a slight concussion can be dangerous, and being plenty fond of Red, I had reason to worry.
Hello, Hoppy.
Hi, Doc.
What's this I hear about Red?
It's been pretty badly hurt, I guess.
Well, I'd like to wash my hands first before I examine him.
Go right in the kitchen now. There's a basin.
All right, Hoppy, where's the patient?
He's gone.
What?
You wait right here. According to Gus, the ranch hand, Red had dashed out and headed into the hills. But when after 24 hours, Red failed to return to the bar 20, I decided to find him.
Anything on the Thomas woman?
She's doing on the stage today.
You'll meet it, of course.
Naturally. Just as we planned. Leave the details to me.
Well, I can't help worrying a bit, knowing how important it is to us to get control of this mine. It looks like that vein of copper runs straight through from here to my property. It's to our mutual advantage to operate the two under one management. But we're blocked until you obtain full title.
I got Thomas out of the way for opposing it. I could do the same for his sister.
Yeah, that explosion was a Lulu. Very neat.
Well, he wouldn't listen to me. You know what an obstinate cuss Judd was. I was just his partner. But his sister Noreena's supposed to be the same way.
Then it'll be her hard luck.
I'd been riding for a couple of days following Red's trail. It led across 2 counties and into a third.
Thanks, stranger. We're all right here.
All right, on your way.
Yeah, sure, baby.
When I had satisfied myself that nobody on the stagecoach had been hurt, I had decided to talk to the wounded highwaymen. They were dead. The stagecoach wasn't carrying gold or anything of value, so the attempted holdup didn't make sense. Out of sheer curiosity, I decided to follow it into the town of Broken Wheel.
Well, howdy, folks. Howdy. What kind of trip did you have?
Well, everything was all right until we got out here a little ways, and then some outlaws tried to hold us up.
Well, did they get anything?
Nope. Don't even know what they were looking for.
Wasn't it exciting?
We get too much of that kind of excitement out here, miss. Personal, I'll take it nice and quiet.
I sure would like to know who it was who drove them off.
That shouldn't be hard to find out. Here he comes right now.
So it is.
Thanks, mister, for helping us out.
Glad to help.
Say, ain't you Hopalong Cassidy?
That's right.
Well, sure, Hoppy, I should have known.
You were magnificent. I've heard of things like this happening in the West, but I never expected to witness them.
This your first trip out here?
Yes, I came out to claim my late brother's estate, a copper mine.
Say, you must be Miss Thomas, Judd's sister.
Yes.
Judd and me were mighty good friends.
We were sorry about him being killed in that explosion.
It was a terrible shock to me. I want to thank you again for saving our lives, Mr. Cassidy. I'd be pleased to have you call.
Thank you very much. I might do that, miss.
What are you doing down this neck of the woods, Hoppy?
I'm looking for my sidekick.
Red Connors?
Yeah. You haven't seen him around here, have you?
Nope. Ask the sheriff. He knows if anybody does.
That's just where I was heading. See you later.
I can see something went wrong.
You can say that again. Both of my men are dead. A stranger interfered.
Stranger? Where did he come from?
He rode up just as we closed in on the stage. Clem got it from the stage guard. Stranger got Joe.
So what now?
I wish I knew. If we could have made it look like Noreen Thomas was the victim of a holdup, that would have settled it. No questions asked. Now it's going to be tough.
Think it's a good idea for us to be seen together?
Get in there. Come on in.
Buenos dias, senor.
What do you want?
Allow me. I am Don Diego Colorado. Fresh out of food and water for myself and my horse.
There's plenty of fresh water in the stream about 100 yards from here.
Gracias, senor. And the food?
You'll have to go up to the cook shack near the mine, about a quarter of a mile up the canyon.
Muchas gracias.
Just a moment, mister. You don't look or talk like any Spanish Don to me.
But I assure you I come from a long line of Dons, original settlers of the West. See, once all this land belonged to my ancestors.
Yeah?
Well, you go up to the mine like I told you.
Hold on. Make yourself comfortable for a moment, Senor Colorado. I'd like to talk to you in the other room, Roger. If you'll excuse us, Senor.
That guy's as loony as a coot.
I know that. But I've got an idea that might do just what we want.
Hello, Mr. Endicott.
Sorry to disturb you, Miss Thomas, but something important has come up. I figured since we're partners in the mine, you ought to know about it. This is Don Diego Colorado.
At your service, senorita.
How do you do? Won't you sit down?
Thank you.
You were saying, Mr. Endicott.
As I explained to you the other day, since your brother died, our mine has been operating on a losing basis. Personally, I feel if we could get an offer that we ought to sell out.
And Mr. Colorado wants to make such an offer?
Oh, no, senorita. I have no money. Besides, why should I buy what already belongs to me?
What already belongs to you, but I thought...
That's why I brought Don Diego Colorado to you. He showed up a couple of days ago and claimed to own all the land around here. A friend of mine investigated and dug up this.
I can't read this. It's in Spanish. What does it mean?
That piece of parchment says the Colorado family got a grant of land from the King of Spain.
Oh, that's ridiculous.
That's what I tried to tell him. But if he should decide to sue and get a court injunction, he could tie up operations for years, maybe.
See, even months.
I don't know what this nonsense is about, but I'm not giving up the Copper Queen with...
Miss Thomas, I don't know whether you remember me.
Oh, yes, of course, Mr. Cassidy. It's so nice to see you again. Won't you come in?
Thank you. I was riding by when I saw a horse out there that belonged to a friend of mine.
Oh, then you know these gentlemen.
I know this one. In fact, I've been looking all over the state for him.
Mr. Endicott, Mr. Cassidy.
How are you? Haven't I seen you someplace before?
I don't think so. I'm Miss Thomas's partner.
I see. Well, Red, you sure had me on the go searching for you.
Searching for me? Why were you searching for me, senor?
Allow me, Cassidy. This is Don Diego Colorado, of one of the oldest Spanish families in the West.
This is Don... Oh, no. Say, what is this? This man is Red Connors. He's worked for me for years. That right, Red?
You're mistaken, senor. Never before in all my life have I seen you.
Don Diego has proof of his identity.
He has?
He brought this here. He claims that our copper mine is on his land.
He brought this?
Yes.
This thing is a forgery.
You, of course, are an authority on parchment documents?
I don't have to be. Sure, it's written on parchment. But any parchment dating back to the 1600s would be so brown and brittle you couldn't even read it. I don't think you have to worry about Red taking away your mine property. But I would keep my eyes open if I were you.
I'll take your advice, Mr. Cassidy.
Well, Red, it's a long ways home.
You still insist we are friends, amigo?
Yeah, but that can change any minute if you don't come along quietly.
All right, I give in. But first, I have a souvenir in my saddle pack for the senorita. I will get it.
A souvenir for me? But, Mr. Colorado,
Please, think nothing of it.
Let's take another look at this. Red! Red, come back here!
Your friendship appears to be entirely one-sided, Cassidy. I better get back to the mine, Miss Thomas. When you get more rested up, we'll go over the books.
Very well. But remember one thing, Mr. Endicott. My brother lost his life for that mine, and I have no intention of letting it slip through my fingers.
Neither have I. Hope your luck holds out.
Thanks.
You don't suppose those two are trying to put something over on us?
What reason could they have? They don't know anything about the mine.
I can't answer that right off. But if the one is Hopalong Cassidy, I've heard he's cagey like a fox.
Yeah, maybe so. But the one we know as Don Colorado is strictly a loon.
All of which gets us exactly no place.
It's him again.
Cassidy?
No, Red. You know Colorado. I'll run him off.
No, don't. I have a better idea. One that'll work.
Ah, I sure fooled Senor Cassidy.
Yeah, you should.
Tell you later. Help me get him up to your powder house.
Here. I hope you know what we're doing.
I do.
After hearing Noreen's story, I knew that the answer to her problem must be up at the mine.
I still don't get it.
All right, let me put it this way. We've got Red, or Don Colorado, or whatever he wants to call himself, right?
Go on.
All right, so we keep him under lock and key until we get rid of the girl. Then we turn him loose and let him take the rap for the murder.
So what's our first move?
As soon as we get back to your office, I'll go after the girl.
To bring her here?
No. You'll be waiting on the Goose River Trail.
The office of the Copper Queen appeared deserted with not even a horse in sight. I saw evidence of a struggle, but had no idea concerning the reason or the people involved. I knew that gun as well as I did my own. It was Red's.
Hello, Cassidy. Still looking for your bosom pal, I see.
I think I've found him. At least I know he's been here. Where is he, Endicott?
Don't ask me. You saw him the last time I did. And if I remember rightly, he was trying to get away from you.
He's been here since then. This is how I know.
All right, he came here and showed us some ridiculous land grant. And when we laughed at his claim to our mines, he made a play for his gun, so we took it away from him.
Who are you?
My name's Hobart. Not that it's any of your business. I've got to get over to the mine, and I'll see you again in a couple of days.
Yeah, do that.
I wish I could help you locate your friend, Cassidy. In his mental state, he could do something mighty bad and never know it. It's dangerous for him to be on the loose. It really is.
Yeah. Hey, do you mind if I take a look at your mine?
Help yourself.
It was nice of you to ride all the way into town to get me. I certainly hope Endicott isn't badly hurt.
Quite serious, Miss Thomas. Otherwise, I wouldn't have bothered you.
By a strange coincidence, for the second time that day, I spotted Red's horse. The whole affair was falling into a sinister pattern.
Red! Red! Hoppy! Hoppy, get me out of here! It's Red, I'm in the powder house. Hurry up and get me out of here. You all right? What's taking you so long?
Red remembered nothing between the time he fell off his horse and his regaining his full faculties in the powder house. He thought I was making up the tale about Don Diego, Colorado. About the only concrete evidence was a very sore head. In the excitement of escape, Red almost forgot a detail of extreme importance, the plan of Hobart and Endicott to murder Noreen Thomas. Red had no idea who any of the people were or why the murder was to be done. Fortunately, he did remember the killing was to take place on the Goose River Trail. I knew a shortcut to that rugged location. I had come from there earlier in the day. I was vastly relieved to see Endicott making fast time over the Goose River Trail. If we could overtake him before he met Hobart and Noreen, there was hope for the girl. Without knowing the details, Red understood the danger. Seconds became a lifetime. Stay here with the girl.
Get out of here.
Get on your feet.
You still want that Spanish grant, Don Diego, Colorado? I haven't remembered.
Oh, Miss Thomas, what would an Irishman named Connors do with a Spanish grant?
You never can tell, Red. We'll be heading for Mexico pretty soon. There might be a dark-eyed senorita.
All I want is to get back to Bar 20 and sleep for about 2 weeks. Goodbye, miss.
Bye, Red.
Goodbye.
I had hoped you'd stick around. I'm going to need a man to run the mine.
Oh, I think you'll find plenty of men that can handle that.
What about you?
No, I'm afraid not. I don't know what I'd do without Topper back here, and I'm sure he can't use a pick and shovel. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Trail to where cowboys race. Hopalong Cassidy, Hopalong Cassidy, he'll return soon again. There's no use to say goodbye until then.